This or the Narak is best on the practice for hearing liberation pardo. In the hearing liberation pardo, we talk about the peace for deities, wrath for deities. So all these deities mention about names, every names here. We prostration to all these deities, peace for deities and wrath for deities. Then sometimes people asking question like how we can practice this peace for deity, wrath for deities. So long as you follow in this text, then naturally we practicing the peaceful and wrath for deities. So also we create lots of negative karma. Broken many samayas. So how do we repeat that or repair or clarify, purify that karma? Also using this text. That's why here mentioned, this name is empty the hair from the very depth. Means we practice this like we can make empty the hairs. The hair ram we can make empty. Means like all the hair ram beings we can liberate. Yeah. Then we also have a karma to go to hair rams. And how to make that karma empty. Yeah, so we use this text and purify that hair ram karma. Then we have ability to empty the hairs from the very depth. Means like clarify, clean all the clean karma. So then several practice for the confession of all impairments and the breakages of vows and all negative action and obscurations. So we have ability to purify all this negative karma, and this is the one of the king of the purification karma. 1 minute. Okay, so no needed. I think it's okay. So now, see, this text really helps like confession, purify all this our impairment and breakage of vows and negative action obscurations. So when we purify this karma, then we use the special object. Special object is we visualizing this all the peace for deities, wrath for deities, think about them, and saying their name, and that's we using their object of the confession. Then the prayer chanting, we have this is the object of dharma. You using this sadhana text, object of dharma, and the power of dharma, purification, power of dharma. Then another is power of regret. Here, so when you chant this, read, practicing, you recognize, we have lots negative karma, many lifetimes. So we think that we get naturally regret, and then also that's called regret, power of regret, and another is called power of the commitments. Then you recognize, I'm not going to do again this negative karma. So it's you have a commitment. This four power, and coming with this practice together. So purified karma must have to have four powers. Okay, first we need power of object. It's all the deities, power of objects. power of Dharma, the text sadhana. Yeah, power of regret, and we regret for the negative karma. Like you do some big mistakes, you have regret. Same, we regret our negative karma. And then power of commitments, like so say, oh, I'm not going to do again that. So that's purification karma. Like you need 4 powers together. And then this time is also power of a special day. Power of a special day, because we have this month is like Buddha's special days. It's Sagadawa, more important day to purification, create accumulation, merit. Then we have a power of a Sangha. So we have so many, different countries, one coming, join together, one in together. So this is all power of Sangha, power of all the global Sangha, together. And then that's chant, practice together is more powerful than one person just chanting in your room. And, power of Sangha is gathering together is more powerful. So one person cannot have that ability. And you do something like, you carry something, very heavy things. So one person cannot carry, right? So need many people together to help together, put effort together, you can do together, it's more powerful. Same like that, we cannot purify karma due to our own effort. Then that's the reason we need, Sangha, power of a Sangha. So Sangha is at least like 4 people together who has take refuge to Buddha Dharma Sangha. But now we have many, many hundreds of Sangha together. So it's not only like one nationality, it's all the different country, diversity country, different nationalities coming together. So that's the power of Sangha. And then power of many omniscient wisdom, Zoom, can come together like this. We have internet or, many congregations. So this is the power of omniscient wisdom. So all these powers comes together. We have ability to connecting together to purification karma here. Okay, so then when you do this practicing purification karma, is have to think about, harem beings karma. I wanted to purify their karma. And we don't have ability to normally help to harem beings because we don't know how to do that benefit to them. But no, we use the, object, all these 4 powers together. And then extra, we have a Sangha power. Extra, we have many, special days, their powers. And then using that powers, thinking about the harem beings suffering, and through our compassion. So we also have ability to help them too, for them, long as you have a compassion, thinking about the harem beings. So using that, we're practicing through compassion, we have an opportunity or ability to help benefit to the harem beings. Then of course like other realms too, hungry gods, animal realms, human beings, jealousy gods, God's realms are 6 realm beings. Using this text, empty the 6 realm from the very depths, so you can change it to harems like 6 realms. We can purify this all 6 realms negative karma. Then when we do this practice, we visualizing all these deities in the thinking about in the space in front of us. So the peaceful deity, wrathful deities, outer level wrathful peaceful deity, inner level wrathful peaceful deities. Inner level wrathful peaceful deities within us we have, but we don't know, we don't recognize that right now we have. Seeds has all the flower, different colors, but seeds is not ripening, and then you don't see all the flower colors. Similarly, when we are alive right now, we have these deities within us, we don't recognize, we don't see. Okay, when we die, then the deity is separate from this our body, appear to in the front. Okay, so until die, deity is within your body, but we don't see, we don't recognize. So now here, altar level deity, then that's we visualizing. Peaceful deities, wrathful deities in front of a space. So then you thinking about they are in the space with us, okay? Or you can think about only Buddha Shakyamuni in the space with you. So then all the deities within that too. Long as you visualize Buddha Shakyamuni, then you have all the deities with that. So when we practice this sadhana, Buddha Shakyamuni sadhana, and all the bodhisattvas, retinons, arhats, and everyone is with Buddha together in the space. So now you can see behind me and have a very beautiful Buddha statue, and also 1,000 Buddha statues. You can just think about all they are there in front of you, and then we chant this, practice performing prayers using this practice purification objects. Then we visualize them clearly in the space in front of us. Or you just mentally, you 100% think Bodhisattvas with you in the space. Sometimes we cannot visualize clearly there, but you just think they are in with you in the space. Then that same time, then you can, think about your bodies can make multiple, many, so you not only one person, you can visualize you have become millions yourself, okay? Create millions. So same is like you take one picture, then that you can make thousands make, copy, or same like exactly you can make millions. So like that mentally create, you are become all these spaces, you are many your emanations with you. Then through that, and you chanting, through your voice using your speech, then mind, regret and the negative deeds and the commitments I'm not going to do again, and so that's kept in your mind, and then chanting these prayers. Okay, so that's the in the introduction here the mentioned. So here is this text. First part is prostration to gurus or the Dharmakaya, Sambhonakayas, or the different levels of deities. Then specifically go to peaceful and wrathful deities. We prostration to them, calling the name, each one. So also the mention, like we have in the text, Herring Liberation, Pardo has, Vijayadhara deities. So that deities also here mentioned the names, also the Kaju deities, Herukas. Each names and like the press to them, each deity activities. We confess to them. And then we chant the most important Vajrasattva mantra. We chanting Vajrasattva mantra, purification. The Vajrasattva mantra, you can chant much ever you can, chanting. And then next is called confession of downfalls. So we confessing like relative level, and we do lots of mistakes with our, sangha, your friends, your relatives, or other people with you together. Many diversity ways we create like downfalls. So this confessing, using the Sheto deities. And then this when we confessing shadow death, calling the shadow death is confessing. So the confession is like we know in this life we done some wrong mistakes, but lots, many other lifetimes. So we confessing is not only in this life, many other previous life karma is confessing. It's called beginningless time until no, negative karma is confessed. So example, your clothes is like you wearing, example, 2 weeks or 1 month. You wear your jacket or cloth, you didn't wash. Then one time, maybe some coffee drop in your cloth. You see that very clearly. Okay, I have to wash because you can see that, and then you think that way, and you wash your cloth. You're not only that moment you drop coffee in your cloth, washing, or your 1 month or 2 months, 1 year, whatever you're wearing, all the dirty is going to clean up everything. So that's why sometimes, negative karma is, you create something karma, is help you recognize, okay? The helps recognize and using that, and then we can purify many lifetimes karma. So that's very important. We have to think, and the confession is not only this life. Sometimes people think I don't do anything wrong, I don't have anything purify karma. So that's we say good luck. You don't have a good negative karma. So actually, we don't know some in here mentioned many things like relative level. Maybe you don't know that maybe you don't done this karma in this lifetime. Example, here mentions is like our gracious Vajra master. We have abuse and lock upon mistakenly. So that kind of, here mentioned. If you think, oh, I don't done these things, anything, I don't have a karma. And so there's not only this life, like many lifetimes, okay? And then this Vajra master is the true Bodhisattva or Buddhas, like enlightened beings. We don't see they are enlightened being. We seeing is ordinary person. That's also mistake too, Actually, that is also wrong for karma too. Not seeing right. So then the most important in this teaching and the focus is confession in the expense of the will. Okay, confession of will means then what I share with you, Tsechik Nedep, Dzogchen teaching, right? And talk about all the time Rigpa, the introduction of the will. And so then we have to meditate that. See, will, meditation, conduct, these three, is bring to oneness together. Is called Tsechik is like 3 words, is one single intention or one single very better point. So 3 words is like will, meditation, conduct, and these 3 is bring to one single point or single intention or better point. That's called the net. That means one together, bring to one. And so that means like you in the nature of Rigpa meditation, okay, in that state. And then in that state, it's like more powerful confessions. So that's why here mentioned all this other side is like from pages, my is, I don't know, your have different, 70 is called confession in the expense of the will. And the will confession coming, will confession is, then all this our dualistic also we have to confess. Because dualistic is not right, not truth, okay? As long as you have subject and object, we need to confess that. That's also wrong, mistake. Because it's not truth, So until you get into reality, truth state, then nothing to confess in that state. Okay, or even you have a dreaming, that's also we need to confess because it's a delusion. See, so that's all mentioned in the last section part. Very, very beautiful, but also sometimes very hard to understand the meaning. So even you think it's something is bigger, something is smaller, that's also we need to confess because bigger, smaller is not exist in the true state. Sometimes like you think this is clean, this is dirty, then we think that's the right thinking. We know, so this is clean and this is dirty. Long as you have this conceptual dualistic, that's also not right because reality in the states, clean and dirty is not exist. That's also wrong view, not right. Okay, so that's why Vajra Yogini has peg heads. Why she has peg heads? Because what we think right truth is not truth. Okay. As long as we're thinking about something right and the truth is really truth, then Buddha, his sharing teaching is useless. Okay. What we knowing truth is not truth. Okay. Some people seeing the Kongsho is yellow color because due to the disease. Okay. And then that person seeing the Kongsho is yellow color is not right, not true, right? Kongsho is white, the relative level white, not yellow color. So then you cannot explain that person because that person seeing yellow color. The Kongsho white is they're seeing yellow color. The yellow color is not right because due to disease. That's why that person seeing the Kongsho white color is yellow color. Same, what we're seeing all these things appear to us is due to our ignorance. Okay, our afflictive emotion disease we have. So that's why we're seeing this. All seeing is impure, not truth, and that's the reason we confessing. So far as stuck with all these impure delusion states. I didn't see the truth. We need confessing that way. So that's why this more, other side is called confession to the view, means like in your talk about the absolute true states, then confession or other, delusion, conceptual states. What we have so many these delusions. Then in here also mentioned in this text like more, inner level offerings. Inner level offering is amrita. Amrita is medicine, is white drop, and essence of your body, white essence. So that's called amrita, actually called amrita. But then your essence of your body offering. So that can make create your 5 wisdoms. So also can be make 5 afflictive emotions too. So that's why amrita is representative your essence of your body, white drop. They also offering the rakta. Rakta is red color, red essence of the red your body, and that essence offering. And then the next is we have a torma. Torma is your body or food, something, and so that's here offerings, lambs, the four offerings. Okay, amrita, rakta, torma, and lamb. So 4 different offerings in the coming each sections. There has like separate. And then this offerings is also related to your realization. Okay, it's not knowing, it's ignorance, and due to that ignorance, this rakta is a source of attachment. Okay, and then amrita is a source of anger, so that's why these three emotion purifications, transformings, is inner level offering. Here we have a very beautiful practice. So due to, with time, we today, going to go all this detail in the teachings, but you can, when we practicing, you read, you understanding. Lam offering is representative of your wisdom, kind of like knowing truth. It's purification ignorance. The due to ignorance, then what happens is rakta means attachment source, and then source of samsara. But long as you have a wisdom, then you have ability to change that, become offering source of great wisdom again. And so this offering is based on the inner level offerings. Inner level offering main point is, if no knowing, followed by attachment, then source of samsara, create samsara. If you use wisdom, long as you have ability to holding your view of Rigpa or mind nature, and then you have ability to change all this source of attachment or source of samsara is changed to source of great wisdoms. So transforming practice. That's this another section. End of this prayer has this sections. Okay. So you have to know that this text is a very lots of information. So actually, of course, all the Vajrayana instructions, everything is into this text. So that's why not easy to short term explain, because each meaning is so profound, very 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 profound, so much meanings. Some very hard to difficult to understand the meanings. Okay. Because reason is we are in the right now is in the relative dualistic concepts, and with more idea, everything is in the outer level idea, okay, external ideas, and then in all this practice the how to create this the using this our energy or your body essence, using that we don't know how to create the wisdom or create the you great of the for your realization. So we don't have the experience. That's why even perform the words, but you don't get results because we are not ready in that state, knowing that experience. So people who has the ability to practice inner idea, okay, inner level, and who focus more deities practice, then there has some ability to understanding, knowing this inner level experience. So otherwise very hard to knowing, especially of course your wings, channels, all this diversity chakras, and we don't know how to each one's rising to the deity's forms, and each energy how to create other way to different way to create a positive or enlightening qualities. So we don't have the experience. That's why very hard to understanding some section, some area. Even you don't know, but it's okay. One day maybe it's happening. So now important is through devotion and recognize what chanting is here is not creating something imagination. Everything is truth within us, and so then you practicing, one day you can rapidate your ability. Everything truth is rapidate for you. So now we go through the practice short refuge prayer. Buddha Shakyamuni. The daily prayer, please go to daily prayer. So we're going to do the same yesterday. And the Buddha Shakyamune's main text, and then you use this Buddha Shakyamuni sadhana and go to Narak practice. So I told you Narak need deities sadhana together. So in these days, Buddha Shakyamuni's special important day, Sagadava. So all the deity is who has ability to share, the Buddha Shakyamuni. So the Buddha Shakyamuni has all the experience about these deities. Narakonsha, what happened in this everything. So now we also talk about Manjushri, Jinreza, Vajrapane. It's all is Buddha's qualities. So long as practice Buddha, then you have ability to practice all this Bodhisattvas, deities there together. Okay, so the king is Buddha Shakyamuni. Other deities is like kind of one departure, another departure secretary, not the king, actually, okay? And higher guruas, what I heard talking about everything, that is like, one has each department, different department, okay, different secretary, okay, state secretary, like something like that, yeah, and not the king. So king is Buddha Shakyamuni. So mostly Buddhist people forget that, go to laws, others are more important to the Buddha Shakyamuni, So actually Buddha is the king, and then other is Buddha's retinues. And why Chinreza is so powerful? Because Buddha Shakyamuni make him powerful. Why Vajrapane is so powerful? Buddha Shakyamuni make him powerful. Okay, Manjushri is so much wisdom. Why he has that? Because Buddha Shakyamuni created that. So this all is Buddha's. He don't have to go. He just be there, and he sent this, Vajrapane, Chinreza, Manjushri, who need wisdom. He sent Manjushri, who need the power, and then he sent Vajrapane. Vajrapane create many power deities, Radha deities. Then Vajrakalaya, Yamintaka, all is a source of Vajrapane. Okay, Haryan Guruas. And then who need compassion? Buddha Shakyamuni asks Chinreza active. So all sources is Buddha Shakyamuni. And that's the reason we have to practice Buddha Shakyamuni every single day, okay? So go to short refuge prayer. And the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Example, take refuge until I attain enlightenment. Through the merit of practicing jhana rasa and so on, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. In the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Example, I take refuge until I attain enlightenment. Through the merit of practicing jhana rasa and so on, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Sanje Chidain Sojin Chonam La Sanjo Barde Dane Jabsen Che Dagi Jin So Jibe Sonam Ji Rola Ben Sere Sanjin Drupar Sho. May all sentient beings enjoy happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering, the causes of suffering. May they never be suffered from the sacred happiness, the reward of suffering. And may the divine boundless equanimity that is free from attachment and aversion. May all sentient beings enjoy happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering, the causes of suffering. May they never be suffered from the sacred happiness, the reward of suffering. And may the divine boundless equanimity that is free from attachment and aversion. Semjin Damje Dewa Dan Deve Jadan Dembara Jorje Dongara Dan Dongara Je Jadan Ravara Jorje Dongara Mebe Dewa Dan Mendrava Jorje Nyering Chadang Nyedang Rarwe Tanyom seme bala ne bar jorje. Buddha Shakyamuni. Visualizing. Unborn emptiness and the unceasing appearance of dependent arising are the way of illicit unity. Before me in the sky meadows west, close the offerings on a jewel lying throne, the lotus sun, the moon, this sits the incomparable teacher lying over the shakyas. His body color of gold, adorned with the major and the minor mice, clad in the three dharma robes. His is a Vajra posture. His right hand gracefully posed in the touching mudra, and his left hand gesture of meditation holding a bow for nature. Like a mountain of gold, manifesting, he shines in splendor, splendid bands of wisdom light across the whole expanse of space. The closest suns, 60 eaters, and the lake of West Ocean, like retinue of noble beings in second hand or around. Simply think over him, he grants the glory of the highest bliss. Liberation from samsara and nirvana, the two extremes, he is a great being, perfect embodiment, every source of refuge. Think of him in the ground, the glory of the highest bliss, liberation from samsara and nirvana, the two extremes, he is a great being, perfect embodiment, every source of refuge. Go back to Tibetan. Ai jime domba nye dan den yong ge na wai ga mi song ju je me ze ran de nang ga ren chu jin jam zi wei ren jin sen che pe nye da we deng东般祖弥小家心给呢，世界多见真代别自定，七个松松多觉觉中有，萨耶萨努萨家雷将现。萨约娘家德子龙子囊，世界热达热世界巴巴瓦，一切无色若闻嘎言家，涅为世界涅定觉周所。巴索将生果觉用果现，真波三界随缘大尼来，南无了的万就个巴索瓦，加根的别大尼见波索。With your great compassion, you mercy this trouble in the degenerate world, and meet 580 aspirations. You are exalted as the white lotus, whoever hears your name shall never return to samsara. Most compassionate teacher, to you I pay homage. All my own and others, virtue of body, speech, and mind, together with all our possessions, visualize like Samdup offerings close are offered to you. All the harmful actions and transgressions I have committed throughout the beginningless time, each everyone I know confess, with intense and heartfelt regret, in all virtuous action of noble ones and ordinary beings accumulated throughout the past, present, and future, I rejoice. Turn the well performed West Dharma teachings, zealously in every direction, I pray. Your wisdom bodies like space and remains changeless throughout the past, present, and future, yet in the perception of those to be guided, you go through the display of birth and death, even so let your form body continue always taper. Through all the virtues I have accumulated in the past, accumulating now, and will accumulate in the future, for the sake of benefiting all beings, who are infinite as space, may you, the severing of Dharma, be forever pleased, and may all attain the state of victorious one, the Lord of Dharma. Living beings like us live in this general age have no guidance and protection. Because of your kindness, caring for us with unsurpassing compassion, every manifestation in this world know of this rejoices your enlightening activity. You are the only refuge, incomparable supreme, so from our hearts we pray. With total confidence and faith, do not neglect the great promise you made in times gone by, but hold us until we attain enlightenment with your compassion. Go back to Tibetan. Nyingje jembo zu de nyime sheng, zong ne mo lan jembo ngab ja ta, pe kar dar ngan zen du sur me do, dong ba du je jen lai san ze lo, dai yen go zong ge zo long ju je, kinh san che pe trên de me ne bor to me ne sa de dong ma le ba nye ne ju ba tra ke so so ra ya pa dan so se je we ge wa ne de son sa la ye sa ye ra no sab jen ja che chi jen ko le tsor so je je men je bar kor de so jo ne nam ga da we yi shi ga te zom bon jor me bar yu mu je de ze nang er jen je zir dong jang zhe be zo ge da de na wa ren zu da ge di song sai be ge zo ji ka jen zhuo wai gen lai ben le de qi jie jia bo da de ni zi jian jie jie jia wei gong bang de bar xiu da jia ni men zhuo wan gu mi na tu jie la bar zong wei ga jin le xian dang din de ren jie nam song jie nam wa ji ni ji jin zhen le ni pe ser jiam jian zong mi ji bu re ye jie de be nian ne so de na men ju dong jia jian bo ma nie war san ju bar de du ji jin zhen zu. Supreme Teacher, Bhagavan Tathagata Aha, compelling the perfect Buddha, glorious conqueror, Shakyamuni Buddha, to you I pay homage, to you I make offerings, I take refuge. Supreme Teacher, Bhagavan Tathagata Aha, compelling the perfect Buddha, glorious conqueror, Shakyamuni Buddha, to you I pay homage, to you I make offerings, I take refuge. Lamai Dombai Jom Din De Yin Shiba Dra Jomba Yanda Ba Zobe Sanje Barajarwa Shakya Dubala Chancellor Chudo Jobson Che O Diadomane Mene Mahamane Yaso Diadomane Mene Ma Diadomane Mene Mahamane Yaso 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 Diadomane Mene Mahamane Diadomane Mene Mahamane Yaso 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 So here we're going to do Narak practice. So English chanter master today, who's there? Mary, are you okay to do English? I think she can't unmute. So who's the...
We can unmute her, Khenpo. Hang on.
Please, yeah. And so we're going to do here first Tibetan, and Khenmo and Lopon going to chant, lead Tibetan, and then we go back to English, same as yesterday. So our Chinese Sangha chant, please, during the English is Chinese language, and the Spanish Sangha chant the Spanish language. So go to this Narak sadhana. This Khenmo Dharmasriya, can you also unmute, please?
Sure, Khenpo. Okay, that John, you get see Jody.
Lama Rinzen Jawa Shidro Jingre Lazo Tamjen Dunja Nangaram Beza Samanza Emaho Joje Dege Genje Dani Che Lama Jawa Shudro Yon Zoigo Digi Nyeda Pemedi La Joji Raja Cha Cha Joji Yente Benzo Lama La Chan Lo Mimi Jira Chuje Kola Chan Lo Nije Lunju Zube Kola Chan Lo Jungwe Jian Tripe Kola Chan Lo Nilo Minjo Doje Kola Chan Lo Yandang Prasan Jo Kola Chan Lo Nyamo Chinze Shive La Chan Lo Loda Sa Ju Chuwa Kola Chan Lo Tango Zedan Jamba Kola Chan Lo Chunda Da Rupe Me Song La Chan Lo Yanda Dunde Beza Tola Chan Lo Tunga Nisa Tisa Mira Chan Lo Tima Junze Peve La Chan Lo Jawanga Dhamma Musola Chan Lo Sadana Zurin Zinzula Chan Lo Tepa Sunze Tam Chena La Chan Lo Dragon Denze Mala Sola Chan Lo.
Okay. All the Vijayadhara gurus and deities of the mandalas of peaceful and wrathful victorious ones are present in the sky before me, Vajra Samaya. Emaho, we call upon all the great enlightened beings from every place and time, all you gurus, peaceful and wrathful victorious ones, turn your wisdom toward us. Come now, take your place on seats of lotus, sun, and moon, and accept our prostrations and offerings so that we may purify impairments and breakages, even in the lower realms. To all the masters endowed with perfect qualities, we prostrate. To the Dharmakaya beyond concept or elaboration, we prostrate. To the Sambhogakaya, the perfect enjoyment of great bliss, we prostrate. To the Nirmanakaya lords, protectors of beings, manifesting in diverse forms, we prostrate. To the Vajrakaya of the unchanging natural state, we prostrate. To the perfect Kaya of complete awakening, we prostrate. To the peaceful deities who pacify the afflictive emotions, we prostrate. To the wrathful deities who annihilate mistaken views, we prostrate. To the body of gentle splendor, Lord of means and Master of life, we prostrate. To the lotus-like speech which resounds without error, we prostrate. To the Vajra mind endowed with true meaning, we prostrate. To the healing nectar which dispels the sickness of the 5 poisons, we prostrate. To the deities of Kilaya who vanquish arrogant demons, we prostrate. To the host of Mamos who control the 5 elements, we prostrate. To the Vijayadharas who've mastered the path and stages, we prostrate. To the oath-bound ones who guard the teachings, we prostrate. To the lords of mantra who subdue enemies and obstacle makers, we prostrate.
Ra re ra she chu pa cha nyam nye nga le ye she che kun de za bo ya yo la ye che ta che chan za lo me do ye me gong pa la ye she nga ye wun da se re nga de wa she pa la nye mo da se chan za lo yin jie nga ne ji pe jie ye xie nga ye zhuo xie wan yin jie yun jie nga na la jiong wa da xie qian zhe lu ye xie zhe ba mang pu zu zhuo wei du de ran xie bei qian jiu sen ba jie na la nam xie da xie qian zhe lu ye xie nga ne yun de zu jin du ngu zhe jia de ran bei che be la mo jie na la yu de da xie qian zhe lu Topandun ze pawaka Zempe chundanda Tade kowa jenala lo tata che chanza lo Chanda nye je kawata tanyo je yen rodonze Kochon cho mo jenala ta che ta che chanza lo Topa cho le kowa cho mare wa ken jongwana Tujien dun je tu zhu la chu pa ta shi chan za lu Po kun de zang bu ri pe za qim chu zu la chan za lu Tu nga ma ban tar qim pi he ru ka la chan za lu Yen le ku jin tab xie ju chu mo yong la chan za lu To le zhi bi san qi mo chu mo ji la chan za lu Cha ji qi xiu pu nya mo cha mian ji la chan za lu Gong zhi qin dun jin zi ba la chan za lu Ji dian cha lu zhi ba mo wang qiu ma la chan za lu Ho ya me da ga xin ji xian am xie zhi bian ko ji ko Jian ba ge la chan za lu Ho tam zhi jia bu wang ge la Wang zha tab ji ko ji ko bei ma song la chan za lu Ho par xian bei za he ru ga ra na sa bian ko ji ko Yang da to la chan za lu Ho chum de chen chu he ru ga Chong zhu ram jia la ye ko yun de jie la chan za lu Ho dur jie ju ne chen le ge chu jie bar win ko jie ko Chen len ze la chan za du Ho chen zhe jia po he ru ga Ha ye zhi bin ko ma me cu la chan za lu Wo ren ze dur jie zha po za sa da la la ne bin ko Ren zen cu la chan za lu Ho sang wei da bu kun o ji Ji de zhi ba nam ji ko ten pa jiong la chan za lu Wo dup di na bu te zira ji chang a da bu ma bu gu Zhao ge de la chan za lu di dra jia wa xi zhu la Kang ge zhen tu chan za na tam ce nyam cha gun jia ni Cha ming a ye de pa da na ra ni jiang dong zhu di Ren zhen jia wei xin de zha li ji nan par min bei ju Ma ge to la yi ji xia ni nga du la du wei jia Mi bei tar mo ni ge jia de fei jiang cha da dian zi Xi zhu la zu zi ni ju ji si li nga zu ji di Dur jie sen ba ji wu gu na ra dun zhu nian bu de
Whom, self-aware, self-knowing, and undiluted from the state of equality, pure wisdom arises, so we may purify minds and objects we prostrate. To Samantabhadra and his consort in the enlightened wisdom, free from thought and undivided, the five pure wisdoms shine as glowing lights. So we may purify minds' afflictions we prostrate. To these five families of the bliss-gone Buddhas, causes great created out of basic space, arise as partners of the five pure wisdom. So we may purify the elements we prostrate to these five great consorts of basic space. A host of pure wisdom emanations manifest spontaneously for beings' benefit. So we may purify consciousness we prostrate. To these eight great warriors of awakening in the state of wisdom, enlightened qualities are complete, and the desired attainments fall like rain. So we may purify space and time we prostrate to these eight great goddesses of offerings, valiant beings, who subduers of the malevolent, free from the faults of clinging to a self. So we may purify wrong views, we prostrate to these 4 takritas who guard the gates, those who bring benefit to beings through love, compassion, joy, and equanimity. To purify eternalism and nihilism, we prostrate to those 4 gatekeeping ladies of wrath. From 6 patterns of thought, 6 realms of samsara arise through the forces of unawareness, so that we may purify delusion, we prostrate to the 6 stages who tame through compassion, whom expressions of pure awareness, always excellent, to Khenpo, chief of the mandala, we prostrate. 5 poisons, not abandoned but perfected, to the wrathful Herukas we prostrate. Arisen from basic space, uniting means and wisdom, to the wrathful consorts we prostrate. Great secret ladies emanated from wisdom, to the 8 female furies we prostrate. Fanged and winged devourers, female messengers, to the 8 Traman goddesses we prostrate. Ladies who entice, capture, bind, and enrapture, to the 4 female gatekeepers we prostrate. Female emanations in worldly guise, to the Ishvari goddesses we prostrate. Home, Yamataka, slayer of the Lord of Death, surrounded by terrifying hosts of haughty demons, to the body of gentle splendor we prostrate, whom Hayagriva, sovereign deity of power, and a retinue skilled in magnetizing and subjugation, to the lotus speech we prostrate, whom great and glorious Vajra Heruka, surrounded by a self-manifested retinue, to the pure and authentic mind we prostrate, whom mighty Chemchok Heruka and limitless peace and wrathful deities, to the perfected qualities we prostrate, whom Avarja Kumara, embodiment of activities, with the 10 wrathful ones blazing with fire, to the enlightened activity we prostrate, whom the Heruka, fully perfected king, with a retinue formed of the 5 elements, to the host of Mamos we prostrate, whom the Vijradhara, mighty Vajra wrath, encircled by those on the paths and stages, to the host of Vijradharas we prostrate, whom, Lord of secrets, cloaked in blue, surrounded by arrogant worldly forces, to the protectors of the teachings we prostrate, whom, Nobten Nangpo, powerful and strong, surrounded by masters of wrathful mantras, to the subduers of enemies and obstructors we prostrate. Whoever prostrates upon hearing this way the names of the peaceful and wrathful victorious deities will heal all impairments and breakages of Samaya and purify the negativity of the 5 boundless crimes. Even the lower realms will be emptied from their deaths and proclaimed a Buddha field of the Vijradharas. Now all the faults of our past misdeeds we verbally disclose and mentally confess, and purify with lamentation and remorse. In devotion we join our palms at our heart, and in faith we prostrate ourselves entirely, calling on peaceful and wrathful deities by name. Then, with body speech held firm, we visualize Vajrasattva at our crowns and recite the essence of the Narak Dontruk.
Om Benza Sadhu Samaya Mane Palaya Benza Sadhu Tinamba Tedan Dendro Membawa Sudikayo Membawa Sobekayo Membawa Anaratu Membawa Sawa Sede Mebayata Sawa Kama Suta Me Zidan Shiyang Kuru Hong Ha 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 ho Bangawen Sawa Tatanga Beja mame meja beja bawa maha samaya satu a Om Benjara Sadhu Samaya Mane Palaya Benjara Sadhu Tinompa Tira Dendro Membawa Sudikayo Membawa Subikayo Membawa Anarado Membawa Sawa Sede Mebaya Sawa Kama Sutame Zidan Shiryang Guru Hong ha 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 ho bangawen sawadadangada bejramameme bejabawa maha samaya sadhu om bendra sadhu samaya Mane balaya bendra sadhu tenopa Tejandendo membawa Sudhakayo membawa Subhakayo membawa Anerato membawa Sawaside mebayaja Sawa karma sutame Zedan shiryan kuruho Ha 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 ho bangawen Sawadadangada Bejrama memet Bejraba Mahasamaya Sadhu Om Bejra Sadhu Samaya Manapalaya Bejra Sadhu Tenopa Tejandendo Membawa Yo Membawa Sobhakayo Membawa Anarado Membawa Sawaside Membayaja Sawakama Sujami Zedan shiryan kuru hong ha 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 ho bangawen sawadadangada bejrama memet bejrabawa maha samaya sadhu om bejra sadhu samaya mane balaya bejra sadhu tenopa tejandendro membawa subhakayo membawa subhakayo membawa Anarado membawa Sawaside mebayaja Sawakama sutame Zedan shiryan kuru hong Ha 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 ho bangawen Sawadadangada Bedrama memeja Bedraba Mahasamaya sadhu Om Bedra sadhu samaya Mane balaya Yandra sadhu tenopa Tejandendro membawa Sudhakayo membawa Subhakayo membawa Anarato membawa Sawaside mebayaja Sawakama sutame Zedan shiryan kuru hong Ha 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 ho bangawen Sawadadangada Bejrama memet Bejaba Mahasamaya sadhu Om Bendra sadhu samaya Mane balaya Bendra sadhu tenopa Tejandendro membawa Sudhakayo membawa Subhakayo membawa Membawa Sawaside mebayaja Sawakama sujame Zedan shiryan kuru hong Ha 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 ho bangawen Sawadadangada Bedrama memeja Bedrabawa samaya sadhu Om Bedra sadhu samaya Mane balaya Bedra sadhu tenopa Tejandendro membawa Sudhakayo membawa Subhakayo membawa Anarado membawa Sawaside mebaya Sawakama sutame Zedan shiryan kuru Ha 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 ho bangawen Sawadadangana Bedrama memeja Bedrabawa samaya sadhu Om Bedra sadhu samaya Mane balaya Bedra sadhu tenopa Tejandendro membawa Sudhakayo membawa Subhakayo membawa Anarado membawa Sawaside mebayaja Sawakama sutame Zedan shiryan kuru Ha 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 ho bangawen Sawadadangada Bedrama memeja Bedrabawa samaya sadhu Om Bedra sadhu samaya Mane balaya Bedra sadhu tenopa Tejandendro membawa Sudhakayo membawa Subhakayo membawa Anarado membawa Sawaside mebayaja Sawakama sutame Zedan shiryan kuru ha 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 ho banga ven sawadadanga Peza mame meza peza bawama samaya sadhu Om Pedra Sadhu Samaya Mane Balaya Pedra Sadhu Tinopa Tira Dendro Me Bawa Sude Kayo Me Bawa Sude Kayo Me Bawa Anarado Me Bawa Sawa Side Me Draya Sawa Kama Suzami Sudan Chaya Kuro ha 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 ho banga ven sawada gana bedra mame meza bedra bawama samaya sadhu om bedra sadhu samaya mane balaya bedra sadhu dino ba didandro me bawa sudhe kayo me bawa subhe kayo me bawa anarado me bawa sawa siddhi me baya sawa kama Suzami Siddhashaya Kuru Hum Ha 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 Ho Bangave Sawadadangada Vedra Mame Meza Vedra Bhavama Samaya Sadhu Om Vedra Sadhu Samaya Mane Balaya Vedra Sadhu Tino Bhadirandro Me Bhava Sudhe Kayo Me Bhava Subhe Kayo Me Bhava Anarado me bawa sawa siddhi me baya sawa kama suzame siddhashaya kuru ha ha ho bangavine sawa dada gada vedra mame meda vedra bama samaya sadhu om vedra sadhu samaya mane balaya vedra sadhu tino bhadirandro me bawa sudhe kayo me bawa subhe kayo me bawa anarado me bawa sawa siddhi me daya sawa kama sutame siddhashaya guru ha 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 ho bangave Sawadada gada beza mame beza bama samaya sadhu om beza sadhu samaya mane palaya beza sadhu dinoba didandro me bawa subhe kayo me bawa subhe kayo me bawa anarado me bawa sawa siddhi me daya sawa kama sutame siddhashaya guru ha 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 ho bangavin sawadara gata bedra mame meza bedra bama samaya sadhu om bedra sadhu samaya mane balaya bedra sadhu tino didandro me bawa sudhe kayo me bawa subhe kayo me bawa anarado me bawa sawa siddhi me daya sawa kama Suzami Siddhashaya Guru Hum Ha 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 Ho Bangavin Sawadada Gada Bedra Mame Meza Bedra Bama Samaya Sadhu Om Bedra Sadhu Samaya Mane Balaya Bedra Sadhu Dino Bhadirandro Me Bawa Sudhe Kayo Me Bawa Sudhe Kayo Me Bawa Anarado Me Bawa Sawa Siddhi Me Daya Sawa Kama Siddhame Siddhashaya Guru Ha 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 Ho Bangavin Sawadadangada Bedra Mame Meza Bedra Bama Samaya Sadhu Om Bedra Sadhu Samaya Mane Balaya Bedra Sadhu Dino Didandro Me Bawa Sudhe Kayo Me Bawa Subhe Kayo Me Bawa Anarado Me Bawa Sawa Siddhi Me Daya Sawa Kama Siddhame Siddhashaya Guru Hum Ha 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 Ho Bangavin Sawadadangana Bedra Mame Meza Bedra Bama Samaya Sadhu Om Bedra Sadhu Samaya Mane Balaya Bedra Sadhu Dino Didandro Me Bawa Sudhe Kayo Me Bawa Sudhe Kayo Me Bawa Anarado Me Bawa Sawa Siddhi Mitraya Sawa Kama Sitsame Zidan Shiang Guru Hong Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sawa Tatanga Thami Samame Bezam Veda Bhavama Samaya Satu
Confession of wrong hearts.
Ram ja gong se se ja ve ka ta la mie long chi she ma che ka ke do do che lo po chen che la chi gar da 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 wa lo su ma che da chan ra la ngi se che zo ja da che di se na pa ngi se che Kuya tam se nyam pa na shi tro la so jing ar sha ye da la da ko ma sa za ta de jo ma da cha song ge tam se nyam pa na re nga shi tro jing ar sha san je ne de tam che la ko la tra che tam se din to je tam se nyam pa na ja wa shi tro jing ar sha Shivarasa Vedam Senga Ringarama Shelo Parade Baba Yedam Senga Marewa Ketungaku Tandela Vedam Senga Samirte Tampameji Ruparasha Vedam Senga Randane Paramashelo Chivarasa Vedam Senga Yesrama Shelo Parade Yelatam se nyapana yedana ye jingarcha Nyemba trepe tense ya nyaton te chon chepacha Lelo yen wa nye che mo son jo se nye ji jen chon So je chan ke katre sho pe nya la ma tre wata Kami je pa tse pa ye tso ta ma sur nyan pe chun Kanto tan che chingar cha ye che tan nyan ta we cha Tiya kwe kya san cho sen yen pa me pe ta wa tu Me pa me pe ko nya le ye me pe chu pra tu Rido me pa san cho sen tsa wa ye la tam che chen Nyam cha ma cho ma che pa sha si nye mi chu
Sorry, I lost my place. Ho, vast array of peaceful and wrathful deities, turn your minds toward us. Failing to follow the Buddha's words, our teacher's instructions, we have fallen into error and confusion. Our gracious Vajra Master, we have abused and looked upon mistakenly with cruel minds, harsh words, anger, and attachment. We have physically abused and brought real harm upon our consorts and Dharma brothers and sisters. All these impairments of samaya of the body we confess before the host of deities, peaceful and wrathful. Failing to visualize the yidam and deity retinue, chanting and reciting incorrectly or with interruptions. All these impairments of the samaya of speech we confess before the 5 families, peaceful and wrathful. Having pledged to maintain the 10 secrets, we announce them to all and reveal the sacred substances. All these impairments of the samaya of the mind we confess before the victorious ones, peaceful and wrathful. 5 samayas are there of recognition, but not recognizing the 5 families, we view them falsely. 5 samayas are there of not abandoning, but through ignorance we stray into 5 poisons. 5 samayas are there of accepting, but we view clean and unclean and are careless in our acts. 5 samayas are there of accomplishments, but not knowing how to abide within, we go astray. 5 samayas are there of enactment, but failing to discriminate, we act mistakenly. All these impairments of the branch samayas in the presence of the Yidam deities we now confess, ignoring the meditations of approach and accomplishments, failing to offer on full and new moon days at the 6 times, lazy, distracted, and overcome by drowsiness, hoarding and offering too little out of stinginess, acting like a soak wolf, eating and drinking before its time, polluting the first portion and keeping the remainder, acting abruptly and without care and consideration, all these faults of impairment, witting or unwitting, we confess before the Dakinis and Samaya-bound protectors. All impairments of the Samayas of the mind we now confess through the view. In the state of the universal ground, the mind of awakening, we realize the view in which there is no affirmation. We experience the meditation in which nothing is negated, and we realize the action without acceptance or denial. In this mind of awakening, without hope or fear, no breakage or impairment of any root or branch vows could ever occur or ever come to pass. And beyond the duality of confessed and confession, we are freed.
Kanda sambo sangi me bala Tsanda me vata vata re jen Sangi nisa tsempa nyo re mo Kusa de chen long de cha pa jen Nyamba nye la she jo me bala Dada jen da vata re jen Shijo ni se tsempa nyo re mo Nyam nye de chen long de cha pa jen San cho sem la chi chi me pa la De dan se ma ta wa ta re jen Shijo ni se tsempa nyo re mo Chi me yong zhong long de cha pa jen Tele chen po tra se me pa la So dan se se ta wa ta re jen Rasa ye se tsempa nyo re mo Kone dun po te re long de sha Du san jo wa me pe nga ni ne Thong ma ta wa ta re jen Hon jo ni se tsempa nyo re mo Du san jo wa me pe long de sha Ran jo ye she tsu tsu tra wa la Jem de ni se ta wa ta re jen Tsu tre ni se tsempa nyo re mo Ran jo se me long de sha pa jen Re pa ye she ta che tra wa la Son tse ni se ta wa ta re jen Ta she ni se tsempa nyo re mo Re pa ye she long de sha pa jen Chu nye nam da tru pa me pa la So nga ni se ta wa ta re jen Ta we ni se tsempa nyo re mo Chu nye nam da long de sha pa jen Sha ye ka la yang do me pa la Chu da na de ta wa ta re jen Yando ni se tsempa nyo re mo Cha ye yando me pe long de sha Yom je ka ye to me pa la Ten da wo de ta wa ta re je To me ni se tsempa nyo re mo Pa ka yando me pe long de sha Chu je ko la ni se me pa la Chu da na de ta wa ta re je Ye ni se tsempa nyo re mo Chu gen jo wa me pe long de sha Ma re tre pe sim je nye re je So me chu lang po se ma ze Ka sa tre pe sim ne yo re ko Chi me chu lang a tang ta de do Na si ju ma yin para ma shi de Sa se no la sim je cha pa chi Kowa ran ye me parama she pa Nye she trepe chola ta paran sen Ju she ju wo long de yo re kon tempe dumbo mekele lazo tempe gabra mechu yen rare dume yen vele lazo tenda dume simjenye reje yesame belon de shabarje.
Whom, when the absolute space of phenomena is beyond elaboration, how tiresome is the view of existence and non-existence, how frustrating it is to cling to fixed ideas about reality. In the expanse of bliss beyond elaboration, we confess. When the state of Samantabhadra is beyond good or bad, how tiresome is this view of pure and impure, how frustrating to cling to ideas of good and evil. In the expanse of bliss that is Samantabhadra, we confess. When equalness is beyond all distinctions of size, how tiresome is the view of self and others, how frustrating to cling to the duality of great and small. In the expanse of equality and perfect bliss, we confess, when the mind of awakening is beyond birth and death, how tiresome is the view of this life and the next. How frustrating to cling to the duality of birth and dying. In the unchanging expanse of deathlessness, we confess, when the great Bindu is beyond corners and edges, how tiresome is this view of form and substances. How frustrating to cling to shapes with sides and corners. We confess in the expanse of the Bindu, the perfect sphere. In the state beyond change throughout the three times, how tiresome is the view of beginnings and endings. How frustrating to cling to ideas of change and transformation. We confess in the expanse beyond the changes of past, present, and future. When naturally arising wisdom is neither to be sought for nor accomplished, how tiresome is the dualistic view of cause and effect. How frustrating to cling to ideas of effort and attainment. We confess in the naturally arising, effortless expanse, when the pure wisdom of Brigpa is beyond eternalism and nihilism, how tiresome is the dualistic view of perceiver and perceived. How frustrating to cling to things as everlasting or non-existence. We confess in the expanse of pure awareness wisdom. When pure reality is beyond the elaboration of ideas, how tiresome is the dualistic view of pain. How frustrating to cling to a center and extremes. We confess in the expanse of the utterly pure Dharmata. When the celestial palace is beyond dimension, how tiresome is this view of outside and inside. How frustrating to cling to the duality of wide and narrow. We confess in the boundless, unconfined space. When the space of the consort is beyond high and low, how tiresome is this view of upper and lower. How frustrating to cling to the duality of above and below. We confess in the expanse of the secret place beyond dimensions. When the Dharmakaya is free of duality, how tiresome is the view of outer and inner. How frustrating to cling to the duality of worlds and inhabitants. We confess in the immutable expanse of Dharmakaya. How sorrowful is the state of ignorant, deluded beings who cling to signs of substance in what has no form. How utterly mistaken are the minds of the deluded, perceiving an I and a self, what is beyond arising. Not knowing appearance and existence to be illusion, they feel attachment for wealth and possessions. Not knowing that samsara has no true reality, they think of friends and family, companions in delusions will live forever. How utterly mistaken are the minds of ignorant beings. They reject the truth and put their energy into harmful deeds. Spurning Buddha's words, they fall prey to life's addictions and apply their intelligence to tasks of meaningless distraction. How pitiful are those whose lives lack meaning in this way. In the expanse beyond dissipating or conserving, we confess.
jira jo jimbo ze do ne da pe za me da za wa je la ye la do re nga je wa je pe ze dam ze go we me je de wo me da cha chen bo ne ra jin shu pe san je na ye xie nga ye wo je kai gu sa che pe chen che ga to je gong pa zo pa da to je che pe re ru zhe to me san je wo me je gun de sang bo to dang ga ra la yi xie xia we ge xue zhou ram jia la zu ga tu jie zhi bi zhou dong ci du jie cha ne ren ba shu zhou wang ren ba tam jie jie ge da xie gang chu bi gang tu jie gong ba zu ji jie tam jie nyam cha xia ba jie.
Whom, unaltered and naturally arisen, is this great substance, pure from the beginning, and thus beyond clean and unclean, 8 principal and 1,000 minor ingredients for accomplishing the 5 families of the Buddha. This is the great elixir that heals the Samaya. May the heart aspirations of the naturally abiding Buddhas from the great all-pervading realm of Akanisha be now fulfilled with the light of the 5 wisdoms, and by Samantra's cloud-like offerings may their enlightened intentions be fully realized. And may compassionate emanations bring freedom to the 6 realms. May this fulfill the heart aspirations of Samantrabhadra, the original Buddha of unchanging luminosity. May it fulfill the heart aspirations of infinite and peaceful, wrathful deities, the enlightened form of pure wisdom arising from within. Manifestations of compassions bringing benefit to beings appear in succession that brings with Vajradhara. Now for all these guides to wandering beings with offerings of kayas and Buddha fields and their heart aspirations be all fulfilled. May their enlightened intentions be fully realized. All our impairments and breakage of Samaya we now confess.
Chu nye len jie yi xie jie tu jie cha pe ka tu ma se ba jie ba jie ye cha pe ma ra ta ran jun cha yin jie ra we so ke cha ci ju ma po jun we cha tam jie ta ba wang ge jie ma da Gamtso Kore che re ka ye gong pa ye se song kore pa cha ra che be che se che la de yom che gong za mo la ye she cha ye tun che be ta dong chu wo tso na la tu je kore che pa bu ma mo kan ro tam je la tam je su be je se bu shu jong ka song tam je la che le je be tun je bu tam je kong la ngu ru zu.
Whom, pure wisdom liquid, wet with dharmata, whose color is the red of ardent compassion. It is the causal blood that generates life, the self-arisen blood of the lotus Ratka, the vital blood of the 10 fit for liberation, the elemental blood from red herbal essences, all of them pure substances of magnetizing or impure causes for Samaya's three realms. Through the enlightened intention of the Haruka, the habits of samsara's three worlds are liberated, and it is blessed as a substance for offering. To the Great Mother Samantra Bhadri we offer, so that the pure wisdom may dawn in our minds. To the hosts of wrathful Harukas we offer, so that their compassionate minds are invoked. To all the Mamos and Dakinis we offer, as a substance to restore Samaya. To all the Dharma protectors and guardians we offer, so that they may carry out their activity. May this fulfill their heart aspirations, and may they grant us accomplishments.
Kansan so wa se che 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 ta me to ro ro se shen che da we pong po sha za ke ma pon zhe ye che sha zen de yo na cho se me pe sam te che bam bar che che ye se me pe bar she be la la je bam bar Tuja la jibaba tamana la nyebaba karona la jibaba kasona la jibaba tamse nyam jadidabur.
Nourishing foods that sustain the three realms, grains and fruits, and foods with 6 different tastes. Meat from the bodies of the 10 who are liberated, and distilled grains, the intoxicating drink of warriors. Considering them as rich and plentiful feasts for the senses, we make an offering of them all. To the Dharma Dhatu we make imagined offerings. To the peaceful deities we make beautiful offerings. To the wrathful deities we make majestic offerings. To please the masters we offer. To delight the Dakinis we offer. To satisfy the guardians of the teachings we offer. As a support for fulfilling the Samaya commitments we offer.
Tsechik gombe jatsa re tsa me dombe jatsa tson chumbe che ma shen che ka sa ve ma me jaba ni tam tse nyam cha ka ve se me pe ja wa nam lam be wo me che ye po ra ne yi she ga ta chan da de che ro ran ja tu da ka nye ka chue che po ra ne yi she sa wo te le sa ran jo te ve tu da ka le ba do ga po ra ne ran sa chue che wo se ba ran jo cho wo tu da ka mu pe te pe na wa la Re bara jo ga me sa do che lo pon tu da ga sa lo te le ta ma la she bara jo sa le ne namo kan ro tu da ga yi te se pa yam ba la sa ka wo che te le sa che ye tam che tu da ga tam che nyam cha tam che ke tu da wa ke da ban zu chu dam tu mo ngu ru zu.
Inside the 100 lamps of the finest substances, we now plant the 100 cleanest wicks and fill them all with melted butter, the essence of the elements. Having lit these 100 brightly shining lamps, we, with a wish to heal our impairments and breakages of samaya, we now offer them to all the victorious Buddhas. Out of the Dharmadhatu palace of Akanisha, the 5 colored lights of wisdom shine in dazzling splendor. May the heart aspirations of the infinite, peaceful, and wrathful ones now be fulfilled. In the palace of Dharma at the heart appears the tikle, which is the seed of pure wisdom. May the heart aspirations of the self-arisen, peaceful deities be fulfilled. In the skull mansion palace of the brain, the light rays of naturally emitted warmth are all ablaze. May the heart aspirations of self-arisen, wrathful ones be fulfilled. In the experience of faith and devotion, naturally arising Rigpa appears unceasingly. May the heart aspirations of Vajra Master be fulfilled. In the subtle channels, wind energies, and essence is the natural awareness, vivid and clear. May the heart aspirations of the Mamos and Dakinis be fulfilled. In the universe's vast realms of existence appear the light spheres of the planets and stars. May the heart aspirations of the oath-bound ones of the outer world be fulfilled. May each and every impairment of the breakage of samaya be purified through the strength of our samaya commitment, and may you grant us the accomplishments of ordinary and supreme.
Gaza mede jo we ko de la maya dala to gonzola ranjan che je ye je komber re ba ye she ma da dember sa je ye la to ja me da ko a ye she yo to jo bam ter jo nam da ba je tor me da de yo yo se zo pe jo bam Kamsa Durwa Yon Kaya Da Chamira Tama Chenyin Chumbe Treche Tola Jarwe Pawo Zese Jenche Srenza Kenchu Bamba Arala Denche Parshi Su
Within this wondrous mandala of secret instructions, we offer all the masters and hosts of Yidam deities. We offer the lamp of the naturally arising space of phenomena, filled with the burning oil of pure awareness wisdom. We offer the Amrita nectar of 8 major and 1,000 minor ingredients, the 5 kayas and the 5 pure wisdoms of awakening. We offer the exquisite torma that fills its pure vessel, a perfect and plentiful feast of every sensual delight. We offer enjoyment of the red rakta of non-attachment. In the expanse of the 3 entirely liberated realms of samsara, we offer the blend of 1,000 grains, the warrior substances, of powerful drink that generates majestic splendor. Alala, we implore you, please accept them with delight.
True Buddha Shakyamuni, chính nằm trong sự này.
Deada o mene mene ma mene so wa 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 o mene mene ma mene so wa o Om Mene Mene Mahamene Sova, 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 Om Mene Mene Mahamene Sova. Tembe kule ishe je woza na zobe na wa chenpo da da sem je tam je je zhiba tam je ser te ba chenpo lam je yun dian sur shen de je se me do be sa no bar ju.
The eminent circular learning of money color red, so we don't like displaying all in others obscurations and causing all the genuine quality Mahayana path rising within us, so that we attain the level of perfection from which we will never return again to samsara. So same as yesterday, then we do the Tibetans and then Chinese Sangha, please, the Chinese and English Sangha or English, the own languages. Thank you.
Namo lama benjon jire se konjo sola da che kanya ma jo sem che na sanje to pra sem che to ran se ma che ton be nga ma ga sa to re be sa ra nye ayan zamba la ka sa cha ye pyen chun dang Yun pe no shu ne le zhen, Rinpoche ye jin je zhe, Pe ma da we den den de, Yun zhu den de zhen qie shu, Ko de kan zhu di ji gu, Ra rang qiang zhen jin dang ji, Ju wo nan ta jin re zhe, Jia wa ce la re nga dang, Lama wo jie ya yon jie, na la ran jie me ba ye, jia wo sar do long de jie, tong de tu kra da we le, to song ha jie chen wa sa, won zhe jian chu xian la de, sen jie zhe jiang jie su pe, ngu zhe kun de da ten pe, Jie la ngu zhe jiang be ju, Om pe ma zhu da aryan zamba la zhen da ya hong be, Om pe ma zhu da aryan zamba la zhen da ya hong be, Om pe ma zhu da aryan zamba la zhen da ya hong be, Om pe ma zhu da aryan zamba la zhen da ya hong be, Om pe ma zhu da aryan zamba la zhen da ya hong be, Om pe ma zhu da aryan zamba la zhen da ya hong be, Om pe ma zhu da yan zamba la shen da ya hong pe, Om pe ma zhu da yan zamba la shen da ya hong pe, Om pe ma zhu da yan zamba la shen da ya hong pe, Om pe ma zhu da yan zamba la shen da ya hong pe, Om pe ma zhu da yan zamba la shen da ya hong pe, Om pe ma zhu da yan zamba la shen da ya hong pe, Om pe ma zhu da yan zamba la shen da ya hong pe, Om pe ma zhu da aryan zamba la shen da ya hong pe. Drakene hare nesa se som je se no che so pan je nyen ra wan ta kaya wa ga zit wan shan guru so wa la zo je de or je yen se tem ra re me me ka da lon de a ke ven zhu ke be me len zhu je or je no le shen de tra xi chu Om soba wa shu da sa wa da me soba wa shu do ha wong be nga ye ge shi ka po ju shi de le wo pa de me pa chu san de chan ju san pa na chu chen de shi la tem shi de yong se ju pa ne a je kun do kar mo je ne sham ni je de je ne pa na sa tar je la lo su ram po je na chu je jen pa cha ye na ngo kar je me long jem de ma wong ta ta te son se pa cha yu na ye jen je no wa nam so wa ta na gun do tham jen jo wa ju rang ke thu kar ta we chen ko je den shi ka po la nga je ko wa ju O mama zara so wa ya de sa wa de ran za de mama de wong be so wa O mama zara so wa ya de sa wa de ran za de mama de wong be so wa O mama zara so wa ya de sa wa de ran za de mama de wong be so wa O mama zara so wa ya de sa wa de ran za de mama de wong be so wa O mama zara so wa ya de sa wa de ran za de mama de wong be so wa是见色颜色八点去觉者，更多干嘛见面见八见，口为罗达跟随我阿妈，地切个地让接巴摩的，家界3年学千尊别个，家业热人年把国家住。永巴多那一切能问见，这把波浪我这根子见。萨瓦那耶那萨克拉瑟，仁波切切切切切切切切切切达贡波切，耶特贡波切切切波切，大切罗那密密有见者，萨瓦达点色嘎嘎点点，边丘巴点拉摩耶别子，年节前波婆娘穷着的。他们那些看着做结果，这类学习证明俺自己，本身做那八件这功德，龙就别是个送棍子嘛，别把送是多嘛的些啦，都当就个就别偏偏走，教为天送土地往目前，征求培训成为当自己。阿切去中扩大结巴拉，所罗就多土的个人子，教为天送土地往目前，征求培训成为当自己。阿切去中扩大结巴拉，所罗就多土的个人子，教为天送土地往目前，征求培训成为当自己。阿塞去中扩大结巴拉，所罗就多土的个人。Ranye dorje nam jirma keje sarve chuzo de jiden songore na she trige ran chen chen de jo toge sawon pam ye le rang yang kan zhe zen nan che ma da zhe ma kun jiang xian tar yang hong wa hong ye zhe chu jing hong wo san mi ji ye she de ze ran jian jie na ba su su ren tun zi ba ye dong song gang wa ju om a hong om a hong om a hong Nama Sawadada Gadamba Yom Bishom Begebe Sawadika Gade Sawarena Nama Gagana Kansuva Nama Sawadada Gadamba Yom Bishom Begebe Sawadika Gade Sawarena Nama Gagana Kansuva Nama Sawadada Gadamba Yom Bishom Begebe Savadi Ganga de Savarina Nama Gangana Kanso Va Omaga Romo Kansavadamana de Nebena de Oma Om Beso Va Omaga Romo Kansavadamana de Nebena de Oma Om Beso Va Omaga Romo Kansavadamana de Nebena Oma Hong Beso是然界业内连接这八业马界三座三位乾坤的今日七色所谓定松的一切来了这边这个马嘎当当拉那边送马球去接引日绝灭故事吧一线界的存在中国界土当举国内的七色色南卡丁萨耶王巴维龙，切巴梅勒德扎德中尼，切切切摩切那那萨，扎给杜巴德切切瑟瑟，一切因列绝灭各者巴，列当一切当切王给他。让人的家为定从切，切切王扎库当切巴那。能接动为阿罗主的主，不在切边呀莫人色人，去真上的在江出去了，龙阿你的当时什么早早红是研究了摩诃达揭巴根，让让特别的拉揭巴修，根据一直去真将所知，令阿耶僧可别强测而度。揭德那罗迦波德德出三千萨嘎给三界心切扎丘那萨巴塞比摩拉揭德切达给东根哲德人塔拉三圈贝德多就给让色德彻达摩藏三千大揭女摩塞维美求那措达达萨人切不达阿嘎热真的伽玛遮萨德热嘎修巴达列达巴大所揭谢那德自知的tham揭达切玛拉无根萨多那所揭的德真达德别三丘的扎瓦揭别巴的Lama sa yada durje nam jo korje sa tin so so mo ye so je je ye so se tro se ma san sa a ma ni ke so ge ra da che le tro mo ma mo ko ta je sha sa ma na dong ge so na da ma mo ka ro ma le tam je sa ka re che che so tam ba na cho mo ra xin se ye wa cho ma la me re che che nga cha ra da de ma ju ni ko ta che pa sa da cha tam phe nam ju tra ba bo ko ve la ta ju je so me so ka ju ten pa re je so je pa sha je so ma jam so sa ke jo la da da la po nye tam re da nyam re ko re ne re du re nge re pa xin na tre dam te je so me sa jo kan sang ge da jo ne de tra san tru jo ga sa mo ye la so je xin nyam cha su jo ne pa chu me te chen ge xie wa da pen zu sang pa chu chen ru pa shu jie de ren la so pa du du chu jie zhe mi wo pa du den zi chi na sa wa ye chu jie zhe mi wo pa du chu zhen de ge na su jie chu jie zhe mi wo pa du me ge de ya ro mo ye chu jie zhe mi wo pa du nga dan cha cha den zen jie chu jie zhe mi wo pa du se be ze mo lian to wa chu jie zhe mi wo pa du nie da se wo le sa wa chu jie zhe mi wo pa du yi jie no we dar ge wa chu jie zhe mi wo pa du yar jie jam so dar jie pa chu jie zhe mi wo pa du ja de me na de jie che chu jie zhe mi wo pa du jin jiu zhong xian dong zhe jie chu jie zhe mi wo pa du song ma me da ma zhe xie kong jie dian yu ne jie jie tu xian pa yong ben zu ben de ren da ge yang de ren cha yang jam co xian de jie song ma de jin jie nam jie nian bu den pa ren jian song den zhen per jin den pa zu da jia me no ko jie la xie la zha xie long jie be xie se zha jia chong kan du ka ne gu ga den ne se zhi yong zhong ge ren zhen zu ge wan de de la de chu jie zhe bo ge me jian jia na ra ge sa tong ni ko ve jam zo gan ba shu ho gong se so lo ho gong se so lo ho gong se so lo pa dur jian gong bo na bo qian bo pa jie jie qian bo he re ga da ran jie chu nie de jie bo mo wo yi xie se cong ba zhen nie zhen le tong me de nian ba mu dun bei chuo tam jian juan bei ba wu na se lan zhe gong jie yang jie qian jiu zha bo le jie kan nie jie de bong jian bo mo ba si jie jie jia bo ren zhen jie nam jie ba bu jian de jiong tam jian zhe ba bo sam dian jie zhe nie wa xue wen dang da dian ba jie bie xian cha ba wan de la jie ca nga zha bo zha ge zhe wei le la nie wa dian ba song wei le la tu zhe jie wa ke de jie wan xiu men du jie zha zhe jie nan jue jie zha la qian bo da la gong se se Da nam je ba do je chan do xie je ve gu zong do je de nian bon de la jiu ne da la na me be chan jiu zhe de wa qian bo lam je par xie dan di xie ji ba le jia wen che le zu ji yang da be lam la che be ting e zhen je sama dan che bran zu ji tian de chan chu ma tu je ba lung a ye zo lo be lam de min zhou xian ta ba chan chu ge chu zo lo zhou wa ran zhe de se ge dian de ya men de be chu tam jie le jia de zha xie da de le pu song zo cha jie jie ba ra jiu jie lan de mo so wan de de xian du da ne ga tam jie de che le jie jiao wo le su wo jie de da ba xian de zhu ba ra jiu jie zhu wa yong jie ba da gun de jiu ne chu da tu mo ge ngo zhu to ba me ba de la de zu wen che le zu jie lo ba da we da ge la so ba men tu be chu tam jie le jia de zha xie da de pu song zo be cha jie jie ba ra jiu jie ma shi hong jie mo lang da tu jie wang ge ma chu jie yen ne gu xian yi xie jie yen ne jian jie zhen zhe jie wang ge chen le jie jiong guan de nie de chuan ba ra zhe de su yong a xie na na sa wang jiu chu jie zhuo ma yi xie jie zhuo ma dang zhe ge zhuo ma wang ge la mo xia za le jie kan zhuo ma jiu mo zha xie zhe re ma me yo lo sa ma te ga zhuo sa ma ting ge xia sa ma jue bian zhe sa ma han ye jie jie so ma wei ne nian pe so ma ka jian de nie jie ten ba so wa xia jie jie so ma dam zhe jian qie nam la yi xie la sa zhuo men a wa tu jie la xi zhe men a wa xie la la jia ren to men a wa tu de la to ba men a wa qie nam jie ba da jia ko da jie ba nam gui ye gu ne xin jie la de se song jie gu ne xin jie la de se tu jie gu ne xin jie la de se yan dian jie gu ne xin jie la de se chen le jie gu ne xin jie la de se ga jie de jie jie pa le jie wen chen len zu jie yang da be la la che be ting e zhen jie sa ma da che bran zu jie de de xian chu ma de jie ba de lu a ye so lo pe lam de min zhou xian ta ba xian chu jie chu so lo zhou wan jie de su ji dian de yang mi dun be chu tam jie le jia de zha xie da de le pu song zhou be cha jie jie ba ra jiu jie lan de mo so wan de xian du da ne ga tam jie de zhe le jie jiao wa la su wa jie da ta ba xin de zhou ba ra jiu jie zhou wa yong jie ba da gun de jiu ne chu da tu mo ge ngo zhou to ba me ba de la de zhe wen zhe len zu jie lo ba da we zhao ge la so ba men de be chu tam jie le jia de zha xie da de le pu song zhou be cha jie jie ba ra jiu jie zai ya se de pa la ho che ge de wa qian bo jian ge ne yam la so pa ne jian jie pa da de men che le jiu ba ra che ba ye dong zhen chen le yong la chan za luo bei me dian la sen do re chu ma za wei xia si re ye yong ho da ge wo zha tu zu si jie dian ba ye ngồi rồi làm cơ la chan sa lo ye xie tu jie da nie chom dian de den de me bon da we long jia na ka san cha zhong ji xie chu me cha xian nie jian guan zhe la chan sa lo ri zhe lo ma ke la na ba ye da jie zha da xin lo pang bon zhen den ze du jie na be xia wa ren yum jian zhe wen gong la chan sa lo ri zhe lo ma ju me wu jin jie jie wa re na ba nga ye tu ga ne de zhe qu jie ba be ra ni jie le de ze wo ma da wei ken ba ju Om Be Shat Pana Shavare Sawamare Pashamane Hong 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 Om Bedra Sado Samaya Mane Palaya Bedra Sado Tino Padi Tadendo Me Bava Sude Kayo Me Bava Sude Kayo Me Bava Anarado Me Bava Sawa Siddhi Me Daya Sawa Kama Sitami Sita Shira Guru Ha ha ho bangavin savatadangata bizama me biza bahama samaya satu Sanje kunje ngowa chubaye durje chanche lama tambaye Tata kanso senje malupa Rucho lojo lame trashishu Raje jeba chenpo nyeba le Druje parte jitse retroma Lamo chola jase sonjo ne Jeba kole chubaranze doso Ajewa me bechuye na Yo jitse lamo ramajo Desemje kola te dama da jeba kole chabdusu Ranche goye ba ma sheba senyamo wande chubaye Makowa chambe semje la yung lamo chuje chabdusu Jenye ne jela ma je ba ta ni tsege jenda ne Ramda ngebe le ba la yum ya da ke la mo jabdus Toba kawarange se to ne komba me je ba Sawang be yin wala yung jembe la mo chabdus Sarajon me yeshe la yesu jembe pa cha che Jeda che cha che ba na to me je la mo chabdus Yanda ge dola ne je cha jendre je dendre mi shebe je je dola mo bala yong kun je la mo chabdus Chudana ge se ne je tan je de da ye me je Tadon le me kansala yung zo san je je jabdu so Orje rambo che la so wande Kache barche min jon she Tenje samban rupa tam Chodam temo guru tu sanje guru ramboche Guru kanda dewa chembusha Parche kunsa dunda trabusar Sowan de so chenje labdusar Chana save parche shewata Samba lunje rupa sinje lo Emahoy ngontra sanjin nawantaye daye sujo tuje chenpotan yonde sabatu chentonala sanjin chasabame korje kor Deche ngomsa pade me baye dewa chiche chave shinkante dajen dene tsempa chamata chewa chinje bama chubare Tere jine nante chanton sho deke dake mona jabaye sujo sanje satsam tam che che gemi drobar sinje labdo so Heyata pintan jaya awa budanaye soha chanchu semjo remboche mache bana chejo che Cheba nyamba me ya kone konde pewai sho o mane be me ho mane be me ho o mane be me ho mane be me ho o mane be me ho mane be me ho o mane be me ho o mane be me ho O mane be me ho, o mane be me ho, o mane be me ho, o mane be me ho. Do dorje dabje yeshe ne me shira yonje ngante do. Toje cherana toje ya do dorje sabba chela chanzalu om bedra sado hom bedra sado hom om bedra sado hom bedra sado hom om bedra sado hom bedra sado hom Om Beza Sado 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 Om Beda Sado Hong 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 Om Beda Sado Hong 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 Om Beda Sado Hong Beda Sado Hong Beda Sado Om Beda Sado Hong Beda Sado Hong Beda Sado Beda Sado Hong Beda Sado Hong Beda Sado
Beda Sado Hong Beda Sado Hong Beda Sado Hong Om Beda Sado Hong 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 Beda Sado Beda Sado Hong Beda Sado Om Beda Sado Hong Beda Sado Hong Beda Sado Hong Beda Sado Hong Om Beda Sado Hong Beda Sado Hong
Om Beda Sado Hong
Om Beda Sado Hong Beda Sado Hong
Om Beda Sado Hong Beda Sado Hong Om Beda Sado Hong Om Beda Sado 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 72 Vajrapani. De shen te de jie de shen sa wa ka jian zheng zhen zhu de ge ma le zheng jie ba de jian zhen la chan zhe du Om Vajrapani Hong 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 Hong Vajrapani 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 Hong Vajrapani
Om Beda Hong
Hong
Beda
Vajrapani
Hong
Beza
Beda
be
Hong
home, beza be 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 home, beza. Home beza be home, 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 beza. Home better be 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 home better home better be 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 home better home better be 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 home better home better be gewan de nyor de da sawe da bo drubjen din roa je jamale ba de sala go ba sho 61 Shanti Deva Semje ne ba che ne ba nyor de ne le ta ju che trove ne ma le ba ta de jong wa me ba sho semje ne ba che ne ba nyor de ne le ta ju che trove ne ma le ba ta de jong wa me ba sho semje ne ba che ne ba nyor de ne le ta ju che trove ne ma le ba ta de jong wa me ba sho. Jesus, be free the ones from your malady, your disease, and permanent affairs. Every may element disease be free the ones from every malady. May all the sickness and plagues every may instantly and permanent affairs. Every may element disease be free the ones from every malady. May all the sickness that afflict the living instantly and permanently affairs.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, translators.
Thank you, Khenpo.
Everybody,
Thank you,
have a good
everyone.
day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gamma.
感谢
Thank you,
感谢
感
波拉，
感恩法医师伯。
谢谢
恩上师，恩医师，恩上师上师吉祥，
阿弥陀佛。
准备吉祥，
师傅辛苦啦，
嗨
大家都能吉祥如意，大喜得乐。
大喜得乐，
感恩上师，感恩义师，
感恩医师，
感恩同修道友们，
感恩上
吉
师，
祥如意。
感恩大家，感恩大家。
大家感
恩
恩。
感恩上师。